and this is what it'll look like afterwards. Alright guys, so in this video what I'm going to be doing is upgrading this steering wheel to look a little bit more sporty and just a little bit better in my opinion. If you guys like the stock steering wheel, then this video isn't for you, but if you're kind of bored of this and you don't want to go ahead and do like a carbon fiber and all that stuff, you know, spend like $1,000, let me go ahead and show you guys how you guys can go ahead and upgrade this for just under 50 bucks. But before I go ahead and do all that, I want to go ahead and show you the tools that I'm going to be using. So a flathead, I have a smaller flathead just in case there's any pins or anything like that. I do have a 10mm socket for the battery, and then this I believe is a 13 for this. You're gonna need a triple square on this. This is a 12, and that'll be so you can remove your steering wheel. And the reason I have the 13mm or the 13 socket is so I can put that in there and use it on my ratchet. So I do have a couple extensions just in case I need them to reach in there. So that's all you'll need for that, hopefully. If anything else, I'll let you guys know. So first things first is I'm gonna go ahead and put the key in, and before I turn the car on so I can move that, is I'm gonna go ahead and pull this and pull the steering wheel all the way forward and all the way down as well, just so I have a little bit more room, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lock it. And the reason I'm doing that is just to have more room back here to get my screwdriver or my flathead back in here. So that next thing is I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car just real quick, so I could turn the steering wheel. It's a lot easier to do it this way. So let me turn on the car real quick and turn the wheel this way like so. So just make sure it's like that, and turning off the car because I don't want carbon monoxide poisoning. So when doing this upgrade, it's recommended that you do remove the steering wheel. So that means taking off the airbag, the steering wheel, but before you do the airbag and all that is removing the positive cable from your battery, just so there's no power running through your car and causing this to possibly explode. So for safety first, unplug your positive wire on your battery. So I'm gonna use the 10mm on that and just unplug it and make sure it's to the side, just so there's no energy or current running to the car, because you don't want anything to go wrong. Alright guys, so I went ahead and unplugged my battery, and that's off to the side, so there's no power in here. It's all gone. It's all dark in here now. So the next thing is, the reason why I turned this to the side, I'll show you guys now. So I might not get the best quality just because my camera can't focus this close, but back here you can see it now. So when I push the airbag in, that clip right there is where you're gonna push down with your flathead. So you see it right there. This is where you're gonna be pushing down. So while pushing down on the airbag with your flathead, you're gonna push that clip down so it kind of unhooks it there. And once it unhooks, you pull on your airbag a little so it kind of doesn't clip back in. And you're gonna go ahead and turn your steering wheel, and you're gonna do it to the other side as well. So let me go ahead and get this done, and after that you should be able to pull off your airbag. So now I have my steering wheel back to like its regular angle and pulling out the airbag there, and you're gonna want to go ahead and undo this clip next. So this clip is, you see that green thing, it's a green tab. What you're gonna want to do is pull that out this way, and then after that it should unclip really easily. So that's how you do it. So this clip right here, you could just grab it like this and it pulls out, and then after that this just unclips from right here. So after that, the only clip you have here is this one, and there's like a little tiny thing right there. If you have something small, you can go ahead and just push in there and it'll go ahead and pull out. So next thing is this. So now you have that there, and what you're gonna want to go ahead and do is unscrew this and pull it out. So this is where your 12 millimeter, I want to say what's triple square, comes in. So I got it in there. Just try to hold it with your legs and stuff like that, and then boom. It might be a little bit strong on there because it's going to be tight. So after that, just start unscrewing. So this is a screw. You can see, I'm pretty sure that thread locker, and that's the screw that holds your whole life together. So after that, it's just wiggling it out, and bam, your steering wheel is out. That easy. Okay, so I'm not in the garage because I'm not gonna do all this sewing shit in the garage. But yeah, this is what we're gonna go ahead and be putting on the car. I'll show you guys online where I found it. I'll put the link down below. Hopefully it goes good. But this is the piece right here. So it comes with the red stripe in the top, Alcantara on the sides, on the top and bottom, and then the perforated leather where my hand will go. So that's how that is gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, and it comes with a needle, thread, which is red, double-sided tape, just so you can go ahead and line it on the sides. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the steering wheel before I do anything, just so there's no oils or anything like that on it, so the double-sided tape can go ahead and adhere really well. And after that, I'm gonna start the process of sewing this together. I don't know how long it'll take. I'll time it so it'll let you guys know. Not good at sewing at all. I've sewn maybe a couple times in my lifetime, but never anything this serious. So I'll see how it goes, and hopefully it's an easy install. Alright guys, so first step is kind of done. Went ahead and wrapped that on here. So the red line is not in the middle, so I gotta keep working on that. But yeah, other than that, everything is pretty good. I got the one with no, what's it called, no paddle shifters or anything like that, because I don't have that. So that's what that's looking like. And bam guys, I went ahead and put some double-sided tape on it already. So it's towards the insides, just so it grab on. So when you're stitching, it's a little bit less annoying, and also just so when you have it on there, it doesn't move or anything like that. So that's pretty good. But you guys can kind of go ahead and see what it's kind of looking like. Alright y'all, so it's been like 15 minutes later, and I got the first one done. So that's my stitching, and that's how it looks. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side now, or maybe the top side. But yeah, it's going. It doesn't look bad at all. So let me go ahead and keep going, because I'm gonna go through the whole night doing this, and hopefully it doesn't take long. Alright guys, so I want to say it's like 30-45 minutes later. It's really time consuming, but I got all from here, all this stitched through here. I went ahead and kind of tucked it in there a little. I still got to do a little bit more tucking, but other than that, it's coming out pretty good. Alright guys, so it's I believe 2:30 in the morning, and I finished stitching everything. Like, everything's all stitched. As you can see, my stitching's here. I went and stitched it all up. I did pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Didn't do that bad. Back here it just gets a little bit tight, so I still have to like get all those out, clean it all up, and then tuck everything in here. Other than that, it's all done. It's all stitched up. That's the longest process. It just takes forever to stitch and getting it right, but so far it feels really good. But yeah guys, that's what it looks like. I think it's pretty dope. As for the sewing thing, the one I got came with instructions on it. So you go in and you miss one, you go in, you miss one, and stuff like that. So pretty much it's just threading there. That's what it looks like from right there. So that looks really good. And that, just the top parts is where I messed up, but that's on me. I'll go ahead and take the fall for that. But other than that, it looks really good, and I actually really like it. So let me go ahead and get it on the car. So first things first is you're gonna want to straighten this out real quick here. Show that straight, and then this goes right back in there, just like that. So make sure it's all straight, how it was before, how you had it, and boom. And that's what that will look like. So there's like a little line right there from, as you can see, there's a little top line that lines up with the inside of it. So just make sure that lines up, and that's what the steering wheel is looking like right now. So it looks really good. As for the top parts right here, you can't really see them anymore from what I'm seeing. So that looks really good. And let's see here, wow, that's looking pretty good. As for this right here, I'll probably have to tuck that in a little bit more, or put some tape or something like that. But other than that, this thing's looking pretty cool. So let me go ahead and get the rest of the steering wheel on. Alright guys, next thing's next. I went ahead and tightened this in here. It's not going anywhere. It's on there really well. It'll be the airbag. So just remember, this one goes first, and after that you're gonna tuck it in here, and then the big one goes in there as well. So out of that, you just pop it back in. Alright guys, and that's what the steering wheel is looking like right now. So I went ahead and got that back in there, popped the airbag back in, And let me go ahead and put the connections back and replug the battery, and hopefully this thing doesn't blow up. That's the most part that scares me. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Alright guys, so that's what my steering wheel looks like now. I fucking love it. It looks pretty dope. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Feels really good in the hands too. Let me just get this fixed here. Other than that, it looks really good. I think the stitching looks really nice. So, looks really good. And then this suede Alcantara type looking stuff looks pretty good, and the perforated leather looks really good as well. So I'm just gonna finish cleaning it up. But guys, let me know what you guys think about it. I think it looks really good, and it's way cheaper than paying like $500 or more on some steering wheel, you know, that's done. So it's under 50 bucks. I believe it was like $40 just for the cover and stuff like that. So well worth it. It's just time consuming on doing it, but you know, if you want something to look good, it'll take your time on it. But yeah guys, I think it looks really good. It's worth it. Alright guys, till next time, if you guys have any recommendations on mods or anything like that, please feel free to comment down below and let me know what you guys think. And also, if you've done this to your steering wheel as well, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think in the long run, or what troubles you guys have run into with these, or if you just like it. So until next time guys, peace.